Welcome to my video review of Stern's Ghostbusters LE, designed by John Trudeau and released in 2016. I am reviewing this on code 1.05, which was the version of the code that shipped with the game when I received it. As of the time of review, I'm at 341 plays on the game. For the written review, which will go in a lot more depth all across the board, check out thepinballpodcast.com and look for it there. With each code revision, I'll be updating the review. Alright, let's get into things. Well, Ghostbusters is finally here, and probably the most hyped game I can think of in a very, very long time has finally made it. I have in my possession Ghostbusters LE number 67, and I won't waste any time hyping it up because, well, we've done that for months and months now, but let me just cut to the chase. This game lives up to the hype. Right from the very first game through to play 341, what I'm at now, I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Well, let me back up a little bit. Play number 1 was a little bit rough. If you want to see my out-of-the-box experience, go to thepinballpodcast.com and check out the written review. Suffice it to say, I had a lot of out-of-the-box issues. I won't go over those here. I want to focus mostly on what I think of the game now that I have it playing well. Ghostbusters, simply put, is a winner. It's a lot of fun. The layout is very packed, very dense. John Trudeau did not waste an inch. Even in a wide-body cabinet, this game would be crowded, but in a standard body, things are really tight. That doesn't make it clunky, and that doesn't make it bad. It's just that John was able to pack everything in here, and every shot feels really satisfying. From left to right, the far extremes, the stand-ups, the captive ball, the scoops, the ramps, and the spinner, the orbits, everything just feels really good to hit. And the way that the game is integrated with the theme is just a whole lot of fun. Modes like We Got One, where you're managing left and right turns with the Ecto one, it's just really cool how it all comes together, and it makes for a really smooth game once you start getting dialed in on those shots. I won't lie, it takes a while to get dialed in, and it is hard. Your first few plays on Ghostbusters are probably going to be pretty short, but as you start learning how to control a little bit better and start understanding how the ball's going to react off certain shots, your ball times will start going up quite a bit, and you'll start being able to progress deeper into the game. One thing that's controversial is the progression of the game. The laddered system that they've built where there's like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 modes, and you can't get to those further tiers without passing the lower tiers. I actually think it works quite well. Yeah, you're going to be seeing some of those early modes pretty much every game, and some of those later modes not so often. But the tension that builds as you're getting your way up to those deeper modes is just fantastic. You only need one more shot to get to that next tier. It really feels satisfying when you make it, and when you miss, it just kind of drives that, I want to play one more time feeling. So the layout and the code at this point, I think they're pretty solid. There's definitely room for improvement with the code. Stern is saying at this point that it's essentially a code-complete game, but we know revisions are coming. Dwight Sullivan, the programmer, has done some really cool and clever things with the current code, but yeah, there's room for improvement. There's plenty of mods out for the game. As you can see from the pictures, I've done the glow ball mods where I've replaced my captive balls. I've put speaker lights in. I've used the Measle Mod's Ecto 1 car mod, as well as the official Stern sling protectors and the art blades. There's plenty more out there. Some of them are great, some not so great. But as of right now, like as the game comes stock, whether it be at Pro, Premium, or LE, it's just as a looker of a game. There's a lot to do in it. There's a lot to see. The sound is fantastic. One of the best I've ever heard in pinball. The art speaks for itself. So if you want to get like things in a much deeper, in-depth look, go to thepinballpodcast.com and check out the written review. And every time there's a code revision, I'll make an update to how I feel it affects the game overall. But for now, I think we've got a winner. Oh yeah, and those Magna Slings, they're awesome. No worries, guys. They're going to be a hit.